Hi everybody, hope you're well. I'm here to do an all signs with you, for you, with Betty. Excuse me while I can't get my words out. Yes, so that means I'm going to go through each star sign, starting with Sag, and maybe do 5 or 10 minutes on each sign, just to get you a quick little energy check-in, see what's going on. My focus is not on any particular area, okay? To a certain extent, the energies that I speak of, it is for you to take them and apply them to your life as you see fit. I will probably keep it quite general. We will see. What comes up is what comes up. I don't know. I don't set any particular intention as such for these readings. The other thing to bear in mind is, of course, I am pulling on collective energy, okay? So that does mean every single little message that comes through might not necessarily be yours. Please just use your own intuition, your own discernment. The cards really are just a kind of springboard for your own thoughts, your own feelings, your own ideas. Might just give you a new perspective on things, a slightly different way of viewing the situation, but the decisions are yours, okay? And how you apply it to your life is up to you. All right, I hope that makes sense. Oh, Betty, why don't you just settle down? Look, if you just sit here, then I can still access my table, can't I? No. Oh, right, I'm going to get some cards for Sag. If I can see what I'm doing. Timestamps, by the way, will be in the description box. I'm going to write them down as I go, else I have to listen back to myself, and it's not cool. 2 minutes, Sag, let's do this. Let's get this show on the road. Oh, it's alright, look, I can see what I'm doing. I just have to look at the camera. And what does Sagittarius need to know, please? What does Sagittarius need to know? What does Sagittarius need to know, please? Sagittarius, what do you need to know? A reversed Empress. Sagittarius, why have you got a reversed Empress? Some of you might not be taking the best care of yourselves at the moment. Sagittarius, please. Oh God, you make this so awkward. Do you know? I move her, but she'll just come right back. What? Tell me more for Sagittarius, please. Tell me more for Sagittarius. What else does Sagittarius need to know? 5 of Pentacles. Oh, my loves. There's a kind of a feeling of lack in these cards, a feeling of loss. You know, because the Empress is so abundant, you know. But she's in reverse, and then you've got the 5 of Pentacles. It's like you don't think you got what you need to get what you want, basically. But I think you do, because I think that's represented by this key here. I think what you want is actually surrounding you somehow, is in your energy somehow, is available to you somehow, but you just can't see it. And you're probably sat here not even believing me either, because that's how much I think you can't see it at the moment, Sag. Anything else? What else can I tell Sagittarius? Page of Wands. This is like mini fool energy. This is good energy to be in to make those things happen that I was just talking about. Those things that I feel you want to happen, but you're like, either I don't have it in me or I don't have what I need in some way. Something feels lacking. Something feels lacking. I don't know what it is. What does Sagittarius think they're lacking? What does Sagittarius think they're lacking? Oh, God. Fuck. That's tough. That is tough, Sag. Oh, but we've got the Fool again on the bottom of the deck. Like the Page of Wands. So I think you're lacking a sort of sense of community, actually. I think many of you maybe feel like you don't fit in, actually, which is tough and hard. And yeah, a sense of safety and security. And yeah, I can understand why you're feeling so, how I felt you were feeling. Because that's a hard thing to deal with. I think you are on a bit of a mission to find your people here, Sag. I think that's what's going on. And I think you will find them, because I think they're there, not far away from you. I think a lot of you maybe haven't met them yet, but they're there the same way that key is there. I think you might feel very let down by your family, very misunderstood by your family or your community in some sense, in some way. You might have changed quite a bit recently and they don't understand the changes in you and you're just feeling a bit lost. Yeah, I get it. I do believe though soon that you're going to find yourself in a new energy. Broadly speaking, left to right on my table is past to future, broadly when I'm not working with a spread, when I'm just freestyling stuff. So, you know, in your more future orientated energy, we do have a page of wands and we do have that fool on the bottom of the deck. It was reversed, so it's an emerging energy. Yeah, this is one of these energies that just kind of just comes and inserts itself in your life. You can't really force it. It's just gonna happen, and I do believe it is gonna happen. It's almost like some energy is gonna just, if this is you here now, some energy really is just gonna impact you in some way that's just going to cause you to lift your head up and look and then turn. And I'm going to say the way this image is on the card, turn left, turn towards that light, and then you might see that key. Some sort of inspiration is going to hit you. It might just be to go somewhere new or try something new, and I do think you might meet your people there. Your people that can sort of put you more in this upright Ten of Pentacles energy of belonging. I really feel like what you're seeking is belonging, because there's some sort of new path that you're going down here that's like your calling. But it's not just going to be good for other people, it's going to be good for you, because related to that, that's how you're going to find your people. Okay, Sag, we'll leave it there for you. I hope that makes sense. Let me know in the comments, obviously. As always, give it a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't already. It does help me pick up on energy for next time. And I'm going to leave it there for you. Oh my god, I'm making such a mess of this. I'm going to put these down here. Was that 2? Right, moving on to Aries. Where are we at? 7:49. Alright, Aries, what have we got? How you doing, Aries? Apparently I can't shuffle. This deck is so hard to shuffle. It does my head in. Aries, what does Aries need to know? Are you okay, Aries? Do remember to like the video if you resonate with the reading, and subscribe if you haven't already, my loves, because it just helped the channel grow. 4 of Cups reversed. Oh, Aries, you're feeling fed up, almost apathetic, actually. Yeah, just feel like you might have lost interest in. Have you lost interest in something here, Aries? Tell me more about this 4 of Cups for Aries. A reverse judgment and a 3 of Wands. This is something. I feel like you're trying to make some sort of judgment call. I'm reading this quite literally. It is reversed, so you might not be very happy that you're being required to make this judgment call. You're sort of trying to ignore it, in fact, that you even need to make a decision about this at all. It's like you're pretending it's not there. I don't know why, because I think it might be something that could lead you to amazing things. You see this card when it's like she's apathetic here, facing away from this beautiful light, this beautiful rainbow, but it's like the thing that she's sort of displaying this apathy towards, this emotional disconnection from, is actually really beautiful. But I almost think that's why she's turning her back in this card, because it's so fucking beautiful. She's like, this is too unfamiliar. I can't do this. And I feel like it's something that you've been longing for some time with the 3 of Wands. Not even in an unhealthy way, by the way. I think often when we talk about longing, people get really like, oh, you know, thinking it's really bad, like kind of equating it with being desperate. But I think it's quite distinct from that, and I think it's okay to be in touch with the things that you long for. I suppose it's longing is a bit like needing, isn't it? And people don't like to speak about what they need in this world, but we're all human and we do have needs. Anyway, this feels like there is an opportunity here for a particular need of yours, a particular wish, longing of yours to be met. And I feel like you've experienced it on some level and it's been beautiful, but somehow there's a little bit of an energy of you turning your back on it. I think probably fear is at the root of this. And it's like you're choosing not to choose it. I don't know. There's something about a judgment call here. Has this judgment call been made subconsciously, with it being in reverse? Yeah, I think you made some sort of subconscious judgment call to not emotionally invest in what? So let's just put these here, and I'll put a card here for what this rainbow is for you. What is this rainbow for Aries, please? Oh, a Knight of Pentacles. It's something solid and steady. Oh, it's happening a bit slow, is it? You're frustrated with how slowly something is growing. I feel like you're longing for it, and it's got promise, but it's not going fast enough, or something like that. Anything else? Anything else, please? On this Four of Cups. A reverse. Oh, you've got 2 reverse Knight Wands. That's interesting. Oh my gosh. And you've got the slowest and the fastest Knight here. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I in a sense, I'm not surprised you've turned your back on it, because this feels very destabilizing. Both these energies are in their reverse, remember. We've got 2 reverse Knights. Knights take everything to the extreme. So Pentacles is slow energy. Wands is fast energy. We've got extremely slow and extremely fast here, and they're in reverse, which to me makes it even more extreme. So whatever you've turned your back on here, it's like it's swinging between going extremely fast and extremely slow. Oh my god, it's the weirdest thing. And yes, I can see that that would feel destabilizing enough that you're like, no, I can't emotionally invest in this anymore. Only there's something in it that meets some sort of need that you have or had. Wow, Aries, I want to know. But this is a quick reading. I don't know. I don't think I can really dig anymore. I mean, maybe there's a way to balance these energies out. I don't think that you're solely responsible for these energies. I think you're in it with someone else, something else, a few other people. I don't know what it is. You'll have to take it. But let me just ask if there's a way to balance these energies out. Is there a way for Aries to balance these energies out? Queen of Pentacles. That's you kind of sitting in your own energy very confidently. That's a good energy to bring to the table, actually, when there's these extremes. Because she doesn't want for anything the Queen of Pentacles. So to me, what I'm feeling is there could be some, because we talked about longing and unmet needs, there could be some unmet need that is being met in some sort of strange way by the pendulum swinging between these two energies. And I think what Spirit's saying is try and identify those needs and work out if you can meet those needs for yourself. If you're really struggling with letting go of this, which I think you might be, it's about unpicking the needs. And is it healthier for me to meet these needs myself? Because are my needs being consistently met? I don't think the need is being consistently met. Not, well, no, it isn't. I know it isn't. Not between these two energies. There's something here about meeting those needs for yourself in your own energy. She doesn't want for anything the Queen of Pentacles. She's very comfortable in her skin. And then you meeting those needs in yourself might help contribute towards the balancing out of these energies, is how I'm going to put it, because I don't believe you are solely responsible for this. There's some sort of dynamic at play here that's causing this crazy pendulum spring. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for you, Aries. I hope that made sense. let me know in the comments. As always, I love your comments. Right, let's move on to Leo then. Leo. Leo, what have we got for you? 15, 19. Oh, I don't know what sort of crazy shuffle that was. At least Betty's gotten off of me. Oh no, don't get on the table now. I've said that, please. No, don't. You stay right there. It's good. It's a good place to sit. You don't need to be on my table. It makes things very hard for me. Okay, what does Leo need to know, please? What's going on with Leo, please? What's going on with Leo? A 2 of Pentacles and a reverse 4 of Cups. Some sort of wavering going on here. Should I, shouldn't I? Some sort of decision you're trying to make with the 2 of Pentacles here. The decision obviously is related to this 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups, I'll show you it upright. It did come out in reverse. Aries just had this. Apathy. This doesn't make sense. Apathy. Apathy, but yet the active consideration of a decision. That doesn't add up. Of course, what's often lurking beneath this apathy in the 4 of Cups, this not emotionally investing in the 4 of Cups is what? There's got to be something underneath this apathy that I'm not seeing, because this feels quite active on your mind, this consideration of options. I'm going to say 2 options. So it doesn't match the energy of apathy, so I'm obviously seeing a very surface level energy that I'm not getting underneath, above. Partly that is underneath that. That's how I see it. Oh, you can't even, my camera's set up a bit shit today, isn't it? Okay, thank you. Because I'm trying to explain my process, and anyway, it's actually just getting in the way of the reading, so I'll stop it. What else is underneath this 4 of Cups, please? An Ace of Cups. Fuck me. Love. Big love. And on the surface, apathy. Yes, well, I tell you what it is. Because, you know, she's turned her back on it, hasn't she? And there it is. I mean, that is the ace that she's turned her back on. I just go by the sex of the people on the cards. You may be watching, you may be a man, you may be a woman. I don't know. Right, so that's what's underneath, and that's what you're trying to make a decision about. Why don't we leave that reversed? What do I ask to be helpful for Leo then? So let's see why. Why did you turn your back on this Ace of Cups then? And I presume the decision that you're making is... Hello, Betsy. Oh my God, you're gorgeous. I presume the decision you're making is whether to kind of turn around, basically. So, I mean, how this is playing out in real life, I don't know. It could be a relationship you've turned your back on, but even with the Ace of Cups, it could be... it's not that simple. The Ace of Cups is just such an opening. This sort of, I don't want to say psychic, because I don't love that word. Some sort of connection with the universe, let's say. There's an opening of the heart here, and it's provided some sort of connection with the universe, and almost that looks like what's being turned its back on here. Why? 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 Because the Queen of Swords. Why? Because logic says, what a load of bollocks. Don't be so ridiculous. Logic says, my cup is gonna remain behind bars. I don't need to access that cup. The decision's yours, Leo, my loves. I don't know. I don't know. Can you integrate? Maybe there's a case of integrating the two. That might be a thing worth looking at. Oh, what should I ask you? I find these little mini reads so tough, god damn it. I'm just trying to think what's a useful question for you. What purpose is this logic serving? I see. I think there's a way of kind of integrating these two energies, to be honest, and reaching some sort of balance, which is what the Two of Pentacles is all about, and which is probably what you're trying to do. But can we give Leo some advice for kind of integrating these two energies? It's kind of like thinking and feeling energies. The moon. Oh, shit. And with the Empress on the bottom of the deck, which also features a moon, your dreams might be of help. If you like actively, when you go to sleep, decide to remember your dreams, write them down, there might be something in there, something in the symbology that makes sense of all of this for you. You may be having prophetic dreams. Yes, well, the moon's all about stuff that's very deep in your subconscious, not very, but in your subconscious, kind of buried. You're not... to balance these two energies out, which is the question I was asking, okay, you've got to do some shadow work, as they call it, which I just think is stupid. No, I don't. Okay. I do and I don't. You've got to look at the parts of yourself that you don't necessarily like all that much. There's some barrier to you looking at them, some barrier to you admitting certain parts of yourself. I know it's major arcana and I know it's a big deal, but like, I just kind of feel like you can do this, Leo. Do you know what I mean? Like, Betty agrees. And you know what? I don't think it has to be that most arduous, painstaking thing that everyone makes it out to be. Like, there's so many ways to access this. Okay, how? How can Leo access this? What's under this water? How can Leo access this? Three of Pentacles. Oh, you might getting some help. You know, getting some help to access it. That might be paid help. That might be through friends, through projects, through the meeting of like-minded people who have been through similar. Yeah. I think you can totally do this, Leo. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for you. Shadow work, yeah. So something Carl Jung came up with. He's a fascinating man. I'm quite obsessed with him. I don't think he treated women very well, though. Anyway, we are going to move on to Virgo now. And, yeah. Hope that made sense for you, Leo. I will catch you when I catch you. Your big reading is coming up soon-ish, along with Sag, Aries, Leo. Sag, Aries, Leo. No, you are Leo. Don't mind me. All right. Sorry, I am tired. Yeah, I'm tired. All right. Virgo, 23-30. What have we got for Virgo? Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. How are you doing? Let's get you some cards. Goodness me. I am sorry how tired I am. My son's been off school for 2 days. I'm getting migrainous, so like I can't articulate the way I normally can, so just bear with me. I'm still okay to do the readings, totally, else I wouldn't be doing them. It's just, yes, a bit of brain fog going on. Right, Virgo, what does Virgo need to know, please? What does Virgo need to know? Reverse 10 of Pentacles, Hanged Man. Oh, Virgo. Do you know this 10 of Pentacles is coming through to me as kind of a feeling like you don't fit in, feeling a lack of community around you, feeling a lack of safe community, a lack of safe family around you. I wonder why. Why this lack of because you're seeing things from a new perspective. You Virgo at the moment seem to be seeing things from a perspective that you've maybe not seen things from before. And I wonder if certain people surrounding you, in your family, in your community, are kind of like, what's happened to Virgo? Why is Virgo behaving like this? Why is Virgo talking about these things? Something like that. Anything else for Virgo, please? Anything else for Virgo? It's uncomfortable. That reverse 10 of Pentacles. I'm a Virgo, by the way. I'm feeling this right with you. It's uncomfortable. It's tough energy because safety and security is just such a basic human need. And when you don't feel like you've got that, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. Let's ask how we can get this energy the right way up for you, okay? How can we turn this 10 of Pentacles upright for Virgo, please? How can we turn this 10 of Pentacles upright for Virgo? Queen of Wands, nice. Devil. Ooh. Sorry, ooh, that devil energy. Jesus Christ. I am blushing. Someone's tempting you. What the what? Holy shit. This does not answer the question I asked, surely. Devil energy isn't always, you know, quite the thing to be feared as we make it out to be. It's about how you work with it, and I don't know how you can work with it, Virgo, because oh my god, what is it that you desire here, Virgo? There's just there's a magnetic pull towards something here. Wow, I'm gonna have to turn the camera off at this rate. And ground myself. How many times have I said you see, the Queen of Wands is very magnetic, and then that devil is like, look how he's drawing you in. He's trying to draw you in. What's behind this devil energy, please? What's behind this devil energy? A 7 of Swords, deception. Okay. Yeah. I think you're very open to a lot of new perspectives at the moment, Virgo. And what that means is there are potentially some people or some things in your energy that could be taking advantage of your newfound openness. And I've got to call it, like, I didn't want to, but the 7 of Swords, there may be some energies that are deceptive, quite deliberately so, actually, and they are very tempting. They are very, very tempting. Almost irresistible. I think a lot of people would go down the path that this devil wants you to. Tell me more about this path that the devil wants Virgo to go down. Knight of Cups. Oh my god. Promises. Yes, a player. This could very much be someone making romantic offerings towards you, or somebody tempting you with gifts. There's no such thing as a free lunch, Virgo. There's no such thing as a free lunch. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. I think right on a gut level, you know, you're able to discern. You're able to discern if this is too good to be true. You were going to feel a lot of desire, if you're not already feeling it, a lot of desire towards this. But you're going to be able to put an end to it when you recognise it for what it is. You will, as painful as it may be. And to be honest, the way I see it is that you might take a few steps down this path because of that pull, before you realise and see it for what it is. So let me just ask, how can you actually recognise it for what it is and recognise the deception at play here? How can Virgo recognise this deception, please? A reversed Emperor. Yes, just remain flexible in your thinking, really. Because he's stubborn, this Emperor. So it looks to me like you might walk down this path a little bit, and then you're going to hear, feel, see the red flags, but you're going to think, well, I've already gone down it now, so I've got to keep going. That's it. That's the bit that you need to attack. That bit where you're like, no, I've already gone down it, so I've got to keep going. You don't. You don't have to keep going, Virgo. You do not have to keep going. If you are already down this path and your instincts are saying deception, deception, something's not right here, listen to that. You don't need to keep walking down this path just because you've started down it. Okay, well, that wasn't the most fun thing, was it? You know, take what's yours, leave the rest. If nothing feels off to you, if everything does feel right to you, if nothing feels off, ignore me. This is not your reading. I don't want you being bloody paranoid, like, what the hell is this devil energy in my life? But I have to say the message as I see it, and there's obvious deception here at play for some of you, but, you know, you're not stupid, Virgo. You're very clever. I absolutely know you will feel the red flags. It's just that then needs to translate into that action of not continuing to walk down the path, okay, and not being stubborn about it. I'm going to leave it there for you, Virgo, all right? Up next is Taurus. I think I might change to a different deck for Taurus. I think I'm going to... All right, check you later, Virgos. Taurus, where are we? 3124. I'm going to move over to Thelema. Okay. I can't read my own writing. 3123, that sounds about right. How are you doing, Taurus? I hope you're all right. Let's get you some cards. Let's find out what you need to know. Just a quick read. Taurus, please. What does Taurus need to know? Oh, an upright Ten of Pentacles. Nice. You may literally have some money coming in soon, Taurus. Or it may have already come in. Taurus. What else for Taurus, please? What else for Taurus, please? Four of Pentacles. Oh, I think like financial stuff's really on your mind, actually. I mean, I don't always read Pentacles as straight up financial stuff, but oh my gosh, I mean, as I say that, yet another Pentacle comes out. Are you kidding me? All Pentacles. Well, you are an Earth sign, earthy Taurus. There you go. A 10, a 4, and a reversed 8. I do feel that you're on the receiving end of some sort of payout. This may not be literal money. This may be something that you've invested in and now you're getting a return on that investment. What you're going to do with it is probably what's on your mind, because the Four of Pentacles kind of suggests just hoarding it, hanging on to it, and the Eight of Pentacles suggests reinvesting. Yeah, so I feel like that's what's on your mind at the moment. What do I do with this invest kind of money that's come my way, this return on my investment? Like, do I kind of just do nothing with it and store it for a rainy day, or do I reinvest it and potentially bring about even more of it, bring about even more abundance? Well, to me, I don't know. The answer seems obvious. Why would you hang on to it and do nothing with it? But there's some sort of doubt or something that's making you question whether you should reinvest. Okay, let's ask then, what's the barrier to reinvestment here? What's the barrier to reinvestment for Taurus? A reverse Page of Swords and a reverse Chariot. Because you don't know how to reinvest it. You don't know if the direction you were going in is the direction you want to continue to go in, I believe, with what I'm seeing here. Let me show you both these cards upright. I do like you to see the cards wherever possible. But they both come out in reverse. There's also something here about communication. Somehow this reinvestment's perhaps going to involve some sort of communication that you don't desire, or it almost feels like admin. Like the admin side of it somehow feels a bit unmanageable to you or something like that. So I don't really know what that means. But it is like this reinvestment is going to cause some sort of temporary hassle in terms of communication. How curious. What else might be useful for you to ask? So yeah, there's some sort of lack of clarity about which direction you want to go down in terms of reinvesting it. Do I still want to go down this path? So why are these doubts there about wanting to continue down this path for Taurus then? Why are these doubts here? Reverse 5 of Pentacles and a reverse 10 of Cups. You don't know if it's going to bring you happiness. 10 of Cups is that emotional harmony. It's kind of goals. You don't know if that path is going to take you to the goals that you want. I mean, and this is just reinforcing my idea of you not being sure if it's a worthy investment to me. Like, and I always talk about emotional energy when I see this particular 5 of Pentacles cards, because she's got a cup in her hand and she's offering it. And she's like, I don't know, there's something also about emotional investment in this, because these are both cup. Well, the 10 of Cups is obviously a Cups card, and then we've got that cup in the 5 of Pentacles. This Chariot, do I want to continue going down this path? Is this where am I emotionally invested in this? Because if I'm not emotionally invested in this, I don't know if I can put my Pentacles into this. And the reason I'm not sure if I'm emotionally invested in this is because I'm not sure if ultimately it's going to yield me the results I want, which is a 10 of Cups. It feels like this going down this path alone won't give you your 10 of Cups, but what path does yield you a 10 of Cups? What? I feel like any which way you decide to invest these Pentacles, whatever they are for you, I don't think is going to, certainly not going to guarantee a 10 of Cups anyway, but that alone isn't going to yield a 10 of Cups anyway. Something else has to be brought into the equation in order for you to reach your 10 of Cups anyway. So just because going down that particular path doesn't feel like it's going to lead to your 10 of Cups, I don't think is a reason to write off that path, is the message I'm trying to get to. Because none of these paths alone has that at the end. It's like other paths have to feed in also to get that 10 of Cups, okay? I will leave it there. I feel like I've blabbed on long enough, but I hope that made sense to you, Taurus. All right, okay, let's move on to Capricorn, my lovely devils. Let's see, what time are we at for you, Capricorn? 37:51. Okay. Capricorn, what does Capricorn need to know, please? What does Capricorn need to know? 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 Ooh, the Empress. Oh, I love the Empress. That's a nice energy for you to be sat in, Capricorn. Very sensual. Very caring, very nurturing, very empathetic, very abundant energy. Why is that moon turned around? Tell me more about Capricorn, please. Some of you may literally have just found out you're pregnant. Just gonna say it. 6 of Cups. Okay, so I feel like you're in a 6 of Cups bond with someone, and you're showing up as the Empress. This feels like it's the energy between you. So I'm going to just pull a card here for who is that someone that you're in this 6 of Cups with. Oh, Judgment. Oh my goodness. Wow, Capricorn. I just love this. This doesn't even feel like a person, actually. Gosh, I don't know. You are just, this is just beautiful. I feel you're really aligned with like your purpose, your calling, really comfortable with it. There is some sort of emotional exchange going on here that's absolutely beautiful. I'm not sure if it's between you and another person, or you and like the energy of, like I say, a calling, I don't want to say job, it doesn't even feel like a job, it feels much more personal than that. The flow of energy is just exquisite. But this is just a snapshot. We can't have this all the time, and in fact that in itself would be wrong, because then there would be no flow, there would be no nothing, it would be stagnant. But hey, it feels absolutely beautiful at the moment, but that's not really telling you anything useful, is it? Or is it? I should just be happy for you and not try and find anything wrong. Always when we have this flow, there is barriers to it though. So for you to kind of keep in this good energy, shall we just ask if there's any barriers to this flow of emotion? Because I do think that would be a useful thing to ask you. What barriers might there be to this flow of emotion for Capricorn, please? Oh, 6 of Pentacles. Spirit's just like, stop it. Stop trying to find stuff that's wrong. This is beautiful. But maybe that's what you're doing, Capricorn. Maybe you're trying to find stuff that's wrong. I mean, we've got another 6 out. It's equal give and take. It's balanced. It's everything I was saying. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And I want to be a Capricorn right now. I so want to be a Capricorn right now. I just love it. And just... it's absolutely beautiful. And some of you could, I do stick by what I said about you being pregnant, because this energy that I'm talking about, that could manifest it in so it could manifest in 3D in so many ways. But I tell you, the way that the energy flows between like mother and unborn baby it's exactly that. The energies apply exactly that, and it's so beautiful. And that also would fit with the judgment energy, like, you know, you're calling. Because that is quite a calling for a lot of us, to be a mum, you know, or a parent. Yeah. Wow. I think shall I leave it there? What could I help you with? What could I say? What could I ask? Any further advice for Capricorn? Any further advice for Capricorn? 10 of Wands. Yeah, it's hard work. It's hard work. And also, moreover, I think you've put in a lot of hard work to get to this. You've overcome lots of barriers, lots of obstacles. You probably had to close out quite a difficult cycle in order to even get to this. And I'm just going to leave it there because it's beautiful, and I'm not going to make it any harder than it needs to be. But yeah, I think, yeah. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Capricorn. I hope you resonated with this reading. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Right, let's put this away and get on to Aquarius. Where are you at, my Aquarius lovelies? What time shall we do for you? 42:53. Okay, Aquarius. I can't even read my own writing. I don't want to have to watch this back. How are you doing, Aquarius? I hope you're well. I hope you're okay. Let's see. What have we got for you? Do like the video if you like the way I read, by the way, because it does help the readings get out in front of more people. And if you haven't subscribed already, also do that, because it does help me pick up on your energy for next time. Okay, Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? A reverse Chariot. Feel like you're being pulled in 2 directions. You're not sure if you're going down. You're not sure if you're going in the right direction. There's a certain stuckness about your energy at the moment, Aquarius. Anything else for Aquarius? 2 Pentacles, yes. Again, it's like decision-making energy, the which way do I go energy. You've got 2 cards of choice come out. I'll show you them both upright, but it was the Chariot that was in reverse. You know, the black and the white are often being pulled in 2 directions. 2 of Pentacles is a classic card of choice, weighing up options. So I feel like one of your choices, I'm going to take this as representing the energy of one of your choices, but let me just pull a card for what's on the other side of this then, which I sometimes like to do when I see a 2 of Pentacles. Oh, a reverse Queen of Pentacles or an Ace of Wands. So it feels like a bit of a choice at the moment between kind of focusing your energy inwards and focusing it outwards. That's the way it feels to me. Just get another card on this Ace of Wands. Tell me more about this Ace of Wands, please, for Aquarius. Eight of Pentacles. No, I need another. Sorry. Oh my God, all the Pentacles. All the Pentacles. This energy's a bit odd and I'm struggling to get a handle of it. Let me look at this option first. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This feels like more scattered energy. This feels like more outward focused energy, actually. It's weird because I had it the other way around first. Oh, don't mind me in my process. Let me show you upright, but it came out in reverse. On one side, it feels quite taking care of everybody else's needs, not really investing in yourself. It just feels very scattered and sort of disorganised. Even the home environment here feels quite disorganised. Your actual home environment feels disorganised in this energy, in this possibility regarding this choice you're trying to make. And then on this side, we've got a more self-focused energy. Oh gosh, it's not a straight up decision, is it? It's just about balancing these two energies. So I probably might have at one point described it as a decision, but it doesn't feel like a decision anymore. It feels like competing interests almost. Like I said with the Chariot when it first came out, being pulled in two directions. So this is like, seems to relate quite a lot to your home space, but if not, so your sort of physical body, even self-care lacking. And then on this side, this is more you investing in yourself in a quite a diligent, solid way. But it's hard because this Ace of Wands reverse makes it hard, because it's like a big creative spark but not knowing how to direct it. Something I struggle with myself. So yeah, there's a balance here between meeting everybody else's needs and meeting your own needs, really is the best way of putting it, and sort of how do I integrate and balance this out. And actually some of the people over on this side that I feel you're putting your energy towards, I feel like it's not very reciprocal and you're not getting much back. But I'm going to have to leave it there, else we're going to be going on for ages, aren't we? Well, let's just clarify this Queen of Pentacles. You see, you can tell when I say let's leave it there that you're just going to get one more card half the time. A reverse Eight of Swords. Wow, yeah, for you this is very stuck. I think this has been a routine that you've been in for some time of meeting everybody else's needs and not your own. And you feel trapped by it. You feel like there's no way out. There's no way out of just having to meet everybody else's needs like this, or particular person's need all the time. It's like there's just no room for me to invest in myself here. How do I balance? I think you might have dependence. I think it might relate to dependence, because it did feel imbalanced, but sometimes things are imbalanced by their very nature, and when you have someone depending on you like a child or even a pet, or as a situation that just requires your input in a way that nobody else can give it, sometimes it's kind of right in a sense that it should be on balance because it is the nature of that relationship, but you have to carve out a way to also invest in yourself within that and to honour your own creativity and desires, which I can see you've got bubbling up inside you, but it's like they're quite stuck and you're not being able to express them outwardly in the way that you would like. This Ace of Wands is in reverse. It feels bloody uncomfortable to me, but I think you must be feeling quite uncomfortable with it as well. Just this, it's like a feeling of unfulfilled potential, Aquarius. Yeah, okay, it's difficult. I wish I could give you some more, but I do have to go now because I have been here long enough. I don't know if your longer read, the Celtic Cross that I did, might be of interest to you. I've not mentioned it to any other signs, but somehow I feel compelled to mention it to you without even remembering what's in it. So that's probably not going to inspire you to check it out, really, is it? But you could do. I just think there might be something in it for you. Okay, I'm going to leave it there and I'm going to move on to Libra. How are my Libras? Okay, Libra, where are we? 50. Oh my god, these readings have been long today. My phone's going to stop recording and I'm going to have to mash it together at this rate. Okay, what have we got for you, Libra? Libra, please. Libra, please. I can't speak. Okay, a Page of Cups. Oh, Reverse Magician. 6 of Wands. Someone's got something to offer you. I'm feeling this Page of Cups as somebody else's energy. An apology might be coming in for you, in fact. Someone loves you. Or do they? It feels like quite a naive love, if you know what I mean. I mean, it's sweet. It is sweet. Don't get me wrong. And I think you've longed for it because I saw the 3 of Wands and also the Magician is out, which tells me somehow you have been manifesting this. You've been wanting this. You've been trying to draw this towards you, this Page of Cups energy, whatever it is. An apology, an offer of, oh gosh, I wanted to say reconciliation. Someone wants to offer you the opportunity to just have a loving flow of energy between you, and it starts off small. I do think this is one of those Page of Cups that does have the opportunity to grow, you know, into something a bit more mature, a Queen of Cups or a King of Cups. I do. There's barriers to it though. Definitely with this 6 of Wands, there's barriers to it. It's an unusual 6 of Wands card, this. It does feel very defensive. It's just this armour is up, you know. It's not... I read it very differently to any other 6 of Wands. So I feel like that's your energy, Libra. I feel like they are your barriers, even though you've been manifesting this. But something about the way you've been manifesting this that I feel a little uncomfortable with this Reverse Magician, and I don't quite know why. And of course, you might not be terribly conscious that you've manifested this or drawn this in or pulled this towards you. Well, I don't know why I don't like this Magician for you, Libra. What's with this manifestation? Unless it's someone else's energy. 5 of Cups, yeah. Regret, loss, emotional loss. I do think this pertains to a romantic situation for loads of you. Oh my god. This is right. You may wish to reverse roles as it applies, Libra. I don't know what this is. I'm not loving this. I may be contradicting myself here, so I'm sorry. Yeah, it comes out as it comes out. Different bits might be for different people. There's the potential here for some of you that... it feels like someone's drawing in an apology that... No, I'm not going to say they're drawing in an apology just to reject it. It's not quite like that. So it does tally with what I said earlier. Don't mind me, I'll get there. It's like someone's drawing in an apology even though they're not quite in a position to hear it or respond to it in a way that is going to grow this page. Even though I think the potential to grow this page is here. And that's because of this 6 of Wands energy. So we have to ask how to deal with this 6 of Wands energy, this defensive. It's like, yeah. That's quite natural though. Because if an apology is a proper apology, it can cope with this 6 of Wands energy. And sometimes actually when someone's done you wrong and they're coming to you to apologise, it's quite appropriate to be like this. You don't just suddenly say, oh right, yeah, that's fine. No, you talk about how you felt because of their actions. You talk about how you feel about growing this and what barriers are going to be in the way of growing this because of their behaviour. You talk it all out. You have to. So actually, yeah. That's what was making me feel a bit uncomfortable though, because I was like, oh, well, on the surface it felt a bit like, well, Libra's called this an apology and now they're just like rejecting the person, or having a go at them. And initially that felt a bit uncomfortable for me, but actually, no, I can see why you're doing that, Libra, because, yeah, you need to ask questions and you need more information about why they behaved like that. And you need to know, if they've done the work, that they aren't going to repeat the behaviour. Good for you, Libra. I'm rather fond of that for you. Well done, you. I think I might just leave it there for you this time, actually. Ow! Thank you. Oh, she just dug her claws in my jeans. Okay, yeah. Thanks. I'm going to leave it there. Hope that made sense, Libra. Let me know in the comments. I'm sorry to make it so short. There may be something in your Celtic cross reading that I did for you a bit ago. I don't know. If you're new here and you've not checked that out, maybe check it out. Okay, let's move on to Gemini, and I'm going to change decks. Anyway, I'm going to go to the Witches for you lovely Geminis. But we are on 55, 57. Geminis, where are you at? How are you? Thanks for joining me. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, you may be. There's quite a lot of new people finding the channel recently, which is nice. Okay, Gemini, what do you need to know? Tell me for Gemini. Thank you. An Eight of Swords, you feel stuck. An Ace of Cups. Oh my God, it's like, it's like you're trapped. You're trapped in this prison of swords with this Ace of Cups, and it's like, once you move these swords, which I believe you're completely capable of doing, there's an Ace of Cups on the other side for you. That beautiful energy of new love. But do you know what? It feels like a lose-lose situation. This Eight of Swords feels like a... What is it? Is it a catch-22? Oh, yeah. Some sort of catch-22. I don't know. You can't do wrong for doing right in this energy. Look at her. Because you're tied and you've got to untie these ropes to get out. Maybe you're scared of hurting yourself. Maybe you feel like releasing, moving forward, action. It's like you feel taking action is going to hurt you. Taking action towards this Ace of Cups is going to hurt you. I think there's a feeling of that. This is coming from your past. This is coming from what's happened to you in the past. You think history may repeat. What's the point? What's the point of drinking from that cup of love? It's only ever ended badly before. And there's a lot of thinking about worst case scenarios going on here as well. Which is a shame, because I feel like this Ace of Cups is beautiful. So what do I ask? Because the thing is, when you're in Eight of Swords energy, it's hard to get out of. How can Gemini get out of this Eight of Swords energy? How can Gemini get out of this Eight of Swords energy? Six of Cups. Oh gosh. It's beautiful, you know. This looks beautiful to me. I often think of Gemini when I see this particular... I'm going to sneeze, sorry. When I think of this particular Six of Cups card, I think of Gemini, because I always think of these children as twins. And of course Gemini's twins. You've drank from this particular cup of love before, haven't you, Gemini? You've drank from this particular cup of love before. Six of Cups. You've known this person a long time. Possibly for some of you, you've been friends with this person for a long time and it's never been a love relationship before, and you're like, well, if we have a love relationship, then our friendship may end up completely fucked. Yes, understandable. Understandable concern. Totally understandable concern. But of course, you're working with things that haven't actually happened. That's what these swords represent. For others of you, I think you have been romantically involved with this person before, and there is the opportunity to be once again in that romantic situation after some sort of pause or something like that. I don't know. Or it's just a completely new connection, but you just feel like you've known them a long time, because that's what a Six of Cups is. It is that soul bond connection. They can be quite difficult to negotiate. They're not always meant to be forever. They're meant to teach you something, and yeah. I think you just have to trust that, well, you know, do what you like. You don't have to drink from this cup of love. Do what you like. But if you want to, but you're finding it hard, I think it's about finding trust within yourself that if you see any red flags, you'll act on them, right? And also accepting the potential impermanence of the thing. You can't only drink from a cup of love if you can have some sort of guarantee that it's going to last forever, because such a guarantee doesn't exist. So are you going to drink from it even though you know it might not last forever? I don't know, Gemini, it's up to you. All right, I'm going to leave it there for you. And now I'm going to move on to Pisces. Pisces, how are you? Let me write this down. We are on, that's what we are on, 10100. Pisces. Let me just knock the energy out of this deck, because it's got that Gemini energy in it still. Okay, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. What does Pisces need to know, please? What does Pisces need to know? A Queen of Cups. This card's spinning like crazy, and it's a Two of Pentacles anyway, so it's just like wavering. What am I doing? What decision am I making? I'm just going to leave it like that. I don't know. Ooh, Karma. Queen of Cups, Karma. What's going on here? Sorry, you can't see the cards very well today. I think my camera setup's not very good. I haven't done the angle very great. You're trying to make a decision between water and land, between night and day. The Karma card's so funny because this is eclipse going on. I actually had cause to look at the guidebook for this particular deck today, and it was saying about it being night and day at the same time, and what a conundrum that is. And yeah, I don't know, because this is an unusual card because it's the Judgment card normally, but in this deck they call it Karma. What goes around comes around. Consequences. I feel like, yeah, you've got a decision to make here. A judgment call, as it were. You know it's quite a significant decision. You're feeling that your decision is potentially going to have quite big consequences, I think. And I think that's why it's showing up in your reading and why it's on your mind. And I don't know why I feel like the decision is between earth and water. This makes no sense. Why would I say that? Earth being what? Solid, grounded, maybe financially secure, maybe a grounded sense of safety, and water being cups, emotion. I feel like you're struggling to balance these two elements of earth and water at the moment somehow. Like I was saying about water, cups, that's emotions, love, flow. Not that Pentacles are devoid of love, by the way. Pentacles is about putting your time and effort into something. Pentacles are not loveless. This is... yeah, I mean, earth and water play together quite nicely. You have to pour water onto the earth to make things grow. But why am I feeling, look, she's got stuff growing. There's all little white petals. That is that growth. Why are you feeling that these two energies are so separate and not integrated? This earth and this water. Oh gosh, I don't know. You could be right, hang on, what are you? Who am I reading for at the moment? Pisces, you are water. You could be dealing with an earth sign and you could be not sure about how to integrate both your energies. You could be like me and be earth sun, i.e. Virgo sun, or the other way around. You could have like, you could be Pisces sun and earth moon. That's very specific and weird. I don't know how to explain what I'm feeling and seeing here. Sorry, that's my whole job of doing these readings, isn't it? And I'm like, oh, how do I say it? How do I make it make sense? Some sort of integration between earth and water elements. So I don't know. There may be a feeling of competing interests here. Like, do I take the decision that's going to provide me with security, safety, maybe financial safety, or do I follow my heart, which feels like much more of a risk in terms of my pentacles, in terms of what's solid and what's real, you know, my environment. And somehow, to me, these two energies mingle quite nicely, but somehow to you, it's like you're seeing them as quite a black and white decision. Goodness me, Pisces, if that made any sense, I'd love to know how. Thank you very much. I think I'm going to leave it there. Or should I ask an advice for how you could integrate these two energies? Okay, how could Pisces integrate these two energies, please? King of Pentacles. I mean, the King of Pentacles obviously is the boss of the suit of Pentacles. And we've spent a lot of time talking about that Earth energy, that Pentacles, that 3D environment. I guess it's about just getting really solid in that earthy energy. It's okay. So it's like you need to feel really grounded and solid and comfortable in your environment, in your own skin, in your ability to manage your environment and manage your finances. It's like, yes, get really solid and grounded in that, and then the emotional energy that you want to play with, that flow of emotion, is going to seem less scary to you because you know you've got solid, you know that there's solid ground beneath your feet. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know this because there's like earth and water in all these cards. And like actually they are all standing on the earth, but the water's like in the background. But you want to dip your toes in that water, I'm sure you do, Pisces. But I suppose it's just like really feeling that stability of the ground and knowing that it's there. If you take your feet out the water, then that ground is always going to be there. Yeah, something like that. That was all a bit metaphorical. Okay, Pisces, I hope that helped you in some way. I really do. Let's move on to my lovely, sexy Scorpios. Where are we at? 107.36 for Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, what have we got? Should we get rid of that Pisces energy? Okay, Scorpio. What have we got for Scorpio, please? A 9 of Pentacles. That's nice. A reverse Ace of Swords and a reverse Tower. Well, you're about to be brought some clarity, but it might feel uncomfortable. But you're in it. I mean, as soon as I saw this 9 of Pentacles, I was like, that's the energy that Scorpio's in. This is a good energy to be in. It's independence, autonomous, grounded. Oops. Like you feel quite comfortable with being alone, basically. Like you appreciate that downtime, I want to say. There's kind of a sense of achievement in this card somehow today. Like just sitting back and enjoying a glass of wine after a tough week or something like that. It's a bird. I'm just picking up on that bird, which is often a message or a messenger. And then we've got this bird on the Ace of Swords, which was reversed, by the way. Ace of Swords here representing clarity, in my opinion. Reversed, it's something you're not clear about. You don't have clarity about a certain situation. What's this situation that Scorpio doesn't have clarity on? An Ace of Cups, a reverse Ace of Cups. It may very well relate to a romantic situation. Anything else? Get out of it. Oh, she's found where I put the elastic bands. You see, elastic bands are so bad for cats. Just leave it. Stop it. Another 9. Another 9. Some sort of defensiveness here. With the 9 of Wands. There's a certain amount of sexual energy tied up to this particular 9 of Wands. Oh God, it's Scorpio, and I always start talking about sexual energy, but I'm feeling it, so I've got to say it. It's something about not giving your sexual energy out here. Somehow, I don't know. That flow of sexual energy and the flow of emotional energy, or rather the not flow of it, it appears to not be particularly flowing somehow here, and it's all to do with some sort of lack of clarity surrounding something, which is what I was asking, and I don't think I got very far, but yeah, a lack of clarity surrounding feelings, I think, really, because the first cup that came out with us was that Ace of Cups, but it's stopping this beautiful flow that we all know is possible when we see an Ace of Cups. Another 9. I think you are just feeling more comfortable being on your own, basically, at the moment. I don't mean this can be like a single woman. I'm not necessarily saying like, or a man. I'm not necessarily saying you feel more comfortable being single. I mean literally just being on your own, in your own space. There's something to do with that. This reverse tower, of course, is here. This is an internal tower, okay? Sometimes when the tower comes out, it's the universe sending something at us to kind of be like, wake up, Scorpio, you got to pay attention to this. It's not that, though. This is more you saying to yourself, wake up, Scorpio, you've got to pay attention to this. So therefore it's gentler because it's more internal. It's not coming in like a shock from the universe, although it might feel quite shocking. Ace of Wands is Ace of Swords, sorry, is that energy of epiphany, but again, that's reversed. So it does feel a bit more gentle. Some sort of message from yourself to yourself. I don't know. It's some sort of like internal epiphany, some sort of realization. It doesn't feel particularly sparked off by anything external. It's just you going, oh my God, yeah, I've just realized this about this situation. Like, why didn't I realize this sooner? Well, don't beat yourself up, my loves, because you can only realize what you realize when you're realizing it. But I do think you are being reasonably gentle with yourself. But it's with this reverse tower, it's like it's helping you get to know yourself better and work out what you really want and what you really need, Scorpio. And I feel like you're doing that from quite a nice place. It's a place of comfort in your own self, comfort with your own self, just being comfortable being alone. Alright, I'm going to leave it there for you, Scorpio, because this is just a quick mini read. Hope you found that helpful. Hope you feel understood in the world. You know, that's really the best I can do, is help people feel understood, really, because giving advice and stuff on YouTube's a bit silly, isn't it? Maybe. Okay, Cancer, you are up next. Where are we at? 1:13:30, I'm going to say. Cancer, you're last. How does it feel to be last? You're always last. I've tried rearranging the order when I do these all signs readings, but it just feels so wrong. And I have to stop. Anyway, there you go, Cancer. Let's get you some cards. What does Cancer need to know? What does Cancer need to know, please? Oh, okay, I will take them. It's only 4. 2 of Swords. Confusion. Knight of Cups. Reverse, by the way. Page of Swords. And the Fool. Well, I think you're negotiating a situation that's a bit tricky and awkward and confusing right now. But look, I'm just going to skip straight to the Fool card first because it's really pulling me in, which is interesting. That leads me to believe that you yourself are being drawn to a kind of Fool energy. Fool energy is just... I bloody love Fool energy. I do. It's just optimism and It's how you get shit done. It's how you get shit started, is to be in this energy. But I always say you can't really put yourself in this energy. It just sort of comes. I mean, yes, you can probably lay a foundation to receive the energy, probably. But really, I think the main deal when we see the Fool is to make sure that when we feel that energy, we feel it. Make sure when we feel that energy, we're aware of it. Make sure when we're in that energy, we recognise it. And that spark that it gives us then can be acted upon. And then I see that energy finding you soon. But first of all, there is a bit of a tricky situation that you need to negotiate. For some reason, you've got some confusion showing up. So broadly speaking, by the way, my camera setup's been rubbish for these reads, sorry. Left to right on my table is, roughly speaking, past to future when I'm not using a particular spread. And you've got Two of Swords on the left, Knight of Cups in reverse, then Page of Swords, then the Fool. You see they all come out like that. I don't know why I just didn't actually set it up so you could see the cards like I usually do. Anyway, because they're just little reads. So we start off with confusion here. Something about a situation you're not seeing. Something's being hidden from you, not necessarily maliciously or anything like that, just because that's the facts of the matter. I feel like you're dealing with somebody who is emotionally scared. How else do I put it? This came out in reverse. When I see a Knight of Cups in reverse, it's someone who is scared of being vulnerable. And I think you want that vulnerability from them. And you're a bit confused why it's not there. I suspect in the past it has been there, hence the confusion. Unless it's your own emotional vulnerability that somehow you're pulling the reins in on and you're a bit confused yourself even while you're doing that. That could also be the case. But either way, I think what's bugging you and what you can't see with this blindfold and what you would like to be able to see is, why is this person scared of vulnerability, whether that's you or them? Because it feels like things have changed. So I could ask that, but I don't know if we'll get anywhere, my loves, because if you're not meant to see it, you're not meant to see it, and it maybe won't be revealed until it should be. But why is this person, or is it even your own energy? I don't know. Why this fear of vulnerability? Why this change? Two of Wands. Unsure. This is two cards of a decision. Feather in his cap. Why has he got a feather in his cap? Why have I never noticed that feather in his cap before? That's two cards that feature a feather in a cap, and I've never noticed it on that Two of Wands before, which is crazy. So feather in a cap, that might be a little wink from the universe for you. For some reason that might be of meaning to you, of significance to you in some way, and if it isn't, you might just see you might literally see a feather in your cap soon in a shop window. I don't know why I said that. But metaphorically, and aside from that literal thing, that's that optimism, isn't it? That feather in that cap is that optimism. I feel like you had a lot of optimism towards this situation and towards this person's ability to be emotionally vulnerable, or even your ability to be emotionally vulnerable with them, but somehow it's stopped. I don't know why it stopped, my loves, and I don't think I'm going to get to the bottom of it in this little reading. Maybe check out your bigger reading. I don't know what came up in that reading for you. I don't know. It feels like a change in direction. I don't know. Someone just wants to take a change in a direction somehow. It's like this cup of love is being withdrawn and someone wants to take it somewhere else. It could very well be you, Cancer. I don't know. But I do feel like one person is hurt by this, and I don't know if it's you or them, but the person who's doing the withdrawing of the cup, actually there is that sense of optimism about them. And clarity. I'm going to say that some clarity has come in here. It's like The Two of Swords confusion appears to be resolved. A sword has been picked. The Sword of Truth has been picked. It's been picked by Page, though. Which could be literally the choice of a child. A child may have made a choice for some of you. It could literally be that, but I think for most of you it's you. And it's sort of, to me, read in conjunction with this Fool energy, a decision to take action in alignment with this Fool energy, with a feather in your cap, with a sense of optimism. A newfound optimism, I'm going to say. I'm going to pull a card on this page. It's intriguing me. I don't... It's not like I think the wrong sword has been chosen. I do think the right sword has been chosen. It's just... I don't know. What is it with this page energy? I don't know. You know, it makes sense, really, because it's that curiosity that is present in the Fool anyway. And there is a certain naivety about the Fool as well, and there is with the page. Yeah, the reason a page has come out, I think, is the right sword has been chosen, but there's a bit of a sense of naivety over what to do with this particular sword that's been chosen, this particular truth that's been chosen, and this particular decision that's been made. It's like the decision has been made to go this way, choose this thing, but how am I going to develop it? I don't really know, because I'm a page, because I'm new to it, I'm quite naive, and part of that naivety brings optimism, and there may be a few little shocks down this path, but that's okay, because, you know, how do you learn anything if how do you learn anything if you don't take the step down the unfamiliar path? It's unfamiliar. I think there's nothing wrong with this page energy here. Not that I like to sit here and tell you what's bloody wrong and right anyway, I don't, but I just think this naivety is quite useful to you at the moment. Do you know what? It's like sometimes the more you learn, the harder it is to do things. Like when I first picked up a camera and did photography, like, you know, some more experienced people than me who might be out with me were like, oh, you can't do a macro photo here, it's too dark, the light's not right. And me and my naivety was like, well, fuck it, I don't care about the rules, I'm just gonna, I know the light's a bit shit, but I'm just gonna take this photo anyway. And then you get a beautiful photo out of it, and it's like, well, that naivety and, you know, ignorance of technical know-how can actually be pretty useful, because you just try the thing and you don't care. And like, why not just press? It's just a button press. It's just a button press. Fancy like looking at the light and being all miserable and refusing to simply press a button. It's a fucking button. Just press the button. Nothing bad's going to happen because of the light, apart from you might have a shit photo that you've got to delete. Right, good. I'm glad we got to the bottom of that page energy. I think I've used that analogy before. I don't know if it was in a Cancer reading. Anyway, lovely. I'm going to leave it there for you. We got there in the end. It does take me a while sometimes. Do like the video if you liked it. Do subscribe if you haven't already. It does help me pick up on your energy. And I will see you next time, Cancer. Sorry about my bum. Bye!